Right, here are the last notes for Chapter 11, 11.6, area of a circle. Go ahead and put your date up there so you know when you're doing this. First box here, I'm going to give you the formula for area of the circle. This will probably go on your formula sheet as well. So area equals, we're going to use the symbol pi times the radius squared. So r equals the radius. All right, so we're going to start moving into examples here. Find the area of a circle with a radius of 6 feet. Just going to go ahead and start with the formula. Area equals pi r squared. I have my radius here, so I'm going to go area equals pi times 6 squared. Again, we're going to talk about exact and approximate. My exact answer, area would equal 36 pi feet squared. And again, that approximate area would be equal to area, or multiply that pi, so 3.14 times 36. That would be, area is 113, here's my dead spot, 113.04, again making sure we're labeling that, feet squared. Alright, next example here. Find the area of a circle with a diameter of 8 inches. So the diameter we know is all the way across the circle, so my radius for this would be half of that. So my radius is 4. Again, formula for area equals pi r squared. So area equals pi times 4 squared, or your exact answer is 16 pi. We're talking about inches squared. That approximate answer then, using 3.14 for pi, that would be 50.24 inches squared. All right. Working at the next example, I'm given that the circumference of a circle is 10 pi meters. What's the area? So first thing I need to do is find my radius. So if I know my circumference, I'm going to just pull back that circumference formula. That's 2 times pi times my radius. So right now I know my circumference is 10 pi. So I'm going to say 10 pi equals 2 times pi times my radius. And again, finding this radius is going to help us with the area of that circle. So in order to solve for r, I'm going to divide both sides by 2 pi. So I've got 5 is equal to r here. That's going to then help me with my area formula. Area equals pi times radius squared. Area equals pi times 5 squared. My exact answer is 25 pi meters squared, or my approximate answer is 78.5 meters squared. Okay. And then my last example here gives us a little bit more. Actually, my last example just on this page. Find the area of the shaded region. I see that I have 2 circles, so I'm going to find the area of the big circle. And that's going to be pi times my radius of my big circle, then is 12. And we're going to find the area of my little circle. And that's going to be pi times 7 squared. So this one is going to be 144 pi. And this other one is 40, the small circle is 49 pi. We're talking centimeters squared. So now I'm going to take that area of that big circle, 144 pi, subtract the area of my small circle, 49 pi, and again this is centimeters squared for both of them. Subtracting those two, and I get, what is that? 5, 3, 31, 95 pi centimeters squared. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that as the exact answer. If you wanted to, put that as the approximate answer, again, go ahead and multiply that 3.14 for pi. We're going to find another formula. We've got area of a sector. So area of a sector is equal to n, which is the central angle, central angle, divided by 360, that's how many degrees are in a whole circle, times pi r squared, which is the radius, or the area of a circle. So I'm actually multiplying that fraction of my circle by the area formula for a circle. That's going to be the area of a sector. That sector is this shaded region here in that circle. Alright, so we're going to find the area of this shaded region here. So area formula is n, which is my 150 degrees, divided by 360, times pi, and then my r, which is 10, times 10 squared. So area equals, what do we got here? I'm going to do this as an approximate, so I'm going to change that pi to 3.14. Using my calculator, then I'm going to go ahead and multiply that through. 10 squared is 100, so I can make that 100. Oops, I should move those. Let's move this down here. I'm going to leave that 150 over 360 times 3.14 times 100. Letting your calculator do the work then. You've got 130.83 83, it's terrible, inches squared. Sorry about that. Alright, last question here. Find the area of a 45-degree sector with a radius of 8 feet. So writing down my formula, area equals my n over 360 times pi r squared. Plugging in what we know, again, 45-degree sector is that n, so I'm going to have a equals 45 over 360. I'm going to put in that 3.14 times my radius, which is 8 squared. Letting your calculator then do the work for you, you've got your area equals, multiplying that all out, I get 25.12, talking about feet here, feet squared. Alright, here is your assignment then for this last section. It's assignment number 6. I'll find it on the next page.